And welcome back, everybody, to some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where today we are going from August into September. We're very much approaching 1891. The Italian fleet has been decimated by us. I have managed to get a couple of ships out. I think I actually managed to get have I managed to get a couple of ships? I think they have, because they've upped their ships a little bit. They are laying down ships at an enormous rate as well, because they have lost so much of their fleet. 27 in building at the moment. They lost an enormous amount of their fleet, as well as all of their battleships, which was a devastating strike. Today we have got a convoy to protect against the Luigi Caldone and the Clio. The Aspern is out there. We know she's good. She's got a very trained crew. T8 and T9 as well. So two of our torpedo boats. One thing I do want to do though, I might wait till next year to do it. So we'll actually get this underway. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the ammunition. I'm going to go from sap to something else, I think, because we're struggling a little bit with that semi-armor piercing. I was hoping it would be more effective than it was, but does not tend to be. Okay, Aspern, you are going to go out hunting. Alligators, I am going to get you to keep an eye on our trade ships here. We want to make sure that they are safe, and doing that, we're going to turn off your torpedoes, because I know what you guys are like. Weather conditions, what are we looking at? It's a fairly cloudy day, but we have got sightings of the enemy, so that's good. Our trade ships actually have guns on board as well, so we've actually got 102mm guns on board some of our trade ships, so that's actually pretty good. That might really damage some of their torpedo boats. That's their light cruiser, that's their torpedo boat, and they have come up against the Aspern, who is going to really start laying into these guys. So we want to take out that torpedo boat ASAP, please. Let's just slow you down a little bit. Try and get some better aim going on. If we can take that torpedo boat out quickly, then we'll be in a fairly good standing. Got flooding and fire on the Clio already. Alligator, actually we'll put you on torpedoes, because you're actually coming out to engage a little bit. Aspern, get turning. We're going to turn you the other way, because Clio is about to launch torpedoes on us. Aspern, flank speed. Try and avoid those torpedoes, please. Yes, just avoided those torpedoes. Okay, we got lucky there. That was close. That was closer than I needed it to be. Good job, Clio. You actually almost got us there, but too little, too late, my friend. You are donezo. Okay, Luigi Caldana. I think we fired the left side, didn't we? So we want to go probably on the right side of Luigi. She's got fire and quite a bit of damage. Alligator, you've actually launched torpedoes recently. And that's because you launched them against the light cruiser. Very nice work. T9. I do not really want you engaging though, so retreat please. But no point actually, because she is down. That is the end of the battle. That was super quick. Great work by our crews. Our experienced crews on the Alligators and the Aspern have done a great job there. Fantastic work by our naval forces. How is research going on the new torpedo boats? 18%. Okay. We've got another strike against Italians. Ooh. What are we doing over at Livorno? We're literally staying in the Adriatic. We are not moving out, but somehow we've made it over here, where we've got the opportunity to take on 2 of their armoured cruisers, 2 of their light cruisers, 3 of their torpedo boats. And that will damage their port as well. Okay, we are going to take this fight. Hopefully we don't spawn in the middle of them. And we spawned in the middle of them! Woo! Avoid torpedoes at all costs, please. Please try and avoid torpedoes. I don't think you will. Managed to completely explode one of their ships. But we will lose one of our alligators instantly because they've spawned on top of the enemy. There's a light cruiser right there next to our battleship. The Vorarlberg, get in there. The Admiral Friedrich, get in there. Battle line, you start going around. Launch torpedoes on the Padrana, who's actually got some engine damage, so I think we're going to take out their armoured cruisers instantly, so that's good. What is going on with the spawns recently? Like, seriously? Like, what is going on with those spawns? Like, that is bizarre. T3, you should be able to avoid that, please. It'd be really nice if you could. Padrana is done. Torpedo boats, let's get you. I kind of wanted you hunting down their torpedo boats in all honesty, but you've taken an awful lot of damage. The Erzog Friedrich has launched torpedoes on the light cruiser. They're going to miss. You guys really, I wanted you hunting down the torpedo boats rather than going up against their light cruisers, but looks like we're going to be launching some torps on the light cruiser anyway, so we might as well try something here. T18, you're just getting into torpedo range for them. You're just going to end up getting torped. Brandenburg, you've just taken a torpedo because you've just sailed blindly into it. Well done. But luckily you should be okay to survive that. Let's just slow you down a little bit. Got fairly decent protection. There is the Kronos. Koros even. Okay, so alligators. T18, detach, please. T18, just go home. Go home. You've done a good job. Damaged, just going to slow us down. You're probably going to sink anyway. Let's just slow you right down. Let's just see if we can save you at least. Yes, look, Friedrich is going to go in. Get you to 12 knots, the Vorarlberg, and see if we can bait some of those torpedo boats in. And we'll see if we can sink some of their torpedo boats. but we have taken out most of their forces, so we've done well. Lost a torpedo boat. We're going to probably lose the secondary. But this is where you guys should be good. You should be good at gunning these guys down. So maybe if we slow you down a little bit, you'll just have better accuracy. A few hits should be enough to take one of these guys out. But we've seen in the past they've done much better damage to us than we've done to them. Switch to HE, see if that does any better. Just need some hits, that's the main thing. Vorarlberg is coming under attack by the Alvaran. We're going to slow you right down, get the turn going. And speed you up again. Come on, alligators, do your job. Please. Really need you to take these guys out with your guns. Stella Polare has taken some damage, that's good. Friedrich is coming in, she should do some damage. Alligator, slow down. Avoid those torpedoes, avoid those torpedoes, avoid those torpedoes. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Oh, there's one more alligator gone. I was not watching that. And that's 2 alligators gone. So we are missing our alligators. They are really struggling against enemy torpedo boats. They just can't seem to do what they were designed for, which was to be sort of gunboats. Toro has launched its torpedoes. So T3, it's up to you now. Show us what you're made of. Your guns should be absolutely blitzing these guys. Because you've got, what, Mark II 102mm. I might switch them down to a smaller gun caliber. Maybe that will be a better option for me. Because they just seem to struggle just to do anything to the enemy. We've finally got a hit with our guns. I think our engine is damaged, that's good. So we should be able to get a torpedo loose off that one. I think we just launched one. So will that hit the Artillery? No, it won't. Launch the remaining torpedoes. T3 is out of torpedoes. Victoria is almost reloaded, but she's about to take a torpedo, so that's good. Should be her out of the battle. And she should flood out. Again, the AI proving that they're capable of withstanding anything. And again, we take a... What was it? The alligator took... a 51mm gun and flooding and engine damage instantly. And the Arturo took a torpedo and is able to sort of stay in there, you know, it's just crazy. Like, as I said, the alligators, you know, many bulkheads, standard crew quarters. These guys, many bulkheads, spacious crew quarters. Maybe it's the crew quarters that are helping out. But yeah, they're just able to outgun our torpedo boats. So I think we need to do an upgrade on our torpedo boats. Because they are real troublemakers. Varborg, you actually just go into retreat mode. Kuros, I don't know what you're doing. Please just follow the Erzog. Friedrich. See if we can find one of their last torpedo boats and sink it at least. Alligator, T3, you're sinking. You took one hit. You took, like, literally, you took one hit from a 51mm and that sunk you. How? How does that work? Like, I do not understand how you are sinking from a single 51mm hit. Like, yes, your pitch is pretty bad, but, you know, you should not sink from a single 51mm hit. Like, that's mental. Okay, just disengage. If they want to come at us, they can come at us. We've got the victory here. Although we lost 3 ships. You know, we lost all our torpedo boats again. Because they're magical torpedo boats with their magic 51mm guns that can, you know, magically do much better damage than our guns. Worked. I don't understand that. It's absolute, you know, grade A horse manure and bull manure mixed into one giant mess of manure. So, you know, times 10. We should be out of battle soon, unless those torpedo boats are shadowing us, but I think the battle is pretty much over. End battle. Okie dokie. So two armoured cruisers, 2 light cruisers, 1 torpedo boat, 4 torpedo boats sunk. That's... Okay, we need to look at the Alligator class. No, we are fighting you to the end, Italy. You started this battle. We will end it on our terms. So the Italians are now down to 2 armoured cruisers, 6 light cruisers, 14 torpedo boats. So we are, you know, we've got them outmatched in armoured cruisers now. We are going well. Next turn. Sent a torpedo boat out here. Koros, just send the Koros and the Maros out. Aspern, Polo. Polo, actually, I want you staying in port for a little bit. And we'll send 3 alligators out to this one. October. I want to make it to 1891. Economy is stabilised, that's good. Holy crap, that's a big fleet of ships against our torpedo boats. Their light cruisers and torpedo boats are in full effect here. Ooh. I'm just going to auto-resolve this and see what happens. Just a draw, that's fine. I'm going to auto-resolve this as well, just because. Alright, got a convoy raid, possibly. I'm not going to worry about that actually. Just want to get to next year, I think. Auto resolve. Good. Draw, failure, auto resolve. Lost an alligator. Ooh, the Aspern against all of that. We're gonna have to fight this battle. The Aspern needs to get out of there ASAP. So the enemy's to the south. We're gonna spin around to the north. We are just gonna get out of dodge on this one. The torpedo boats might catch up to us, but we should be able to gun them down. The Aspern has got a pretty decent crew on board. And she's got fairly decent speed as well. Steaming away at 20 knots. Alright, so we're gonna do a new class of torpedo boat next year. That's gonna be our main one, and we want to make a kind of a hunter. So I think we're gonna go for. It seems like the 51mm gun is the gun that works the best, honestly, against the torpedo boats, at least in the enemy's hands. We should have Mark IIs as well, so we should actually be fairly decent with our 51s. So I think we're going to have some serious gunboats with a single torpedo launcher. Get them some speed so we can go hunting their torpedo boats. Maximum bulkheads, I think. See if it makes a difference. Spacious crew quarters. We'll try and see if we can actually get something working there. Because the alligator seems to just sink instantly as soon as it gets hit by one shell, which is bizarre considering their ships can take such a. Their torpedo boats can actually take a torpedo without sinking a 21-inch torpedo. Sorry, or I think it's maybe an 18-inch actually. Sorry, an 18-inch torpedo to a torpedo boat, especially when that's small, should just blast it out of the water and just cause it to go into oblivion. So we should hopefully end battle soon. The Aspern gets out of dodge. But we'll take a look and see if there's any refits we can do to our ships as well, that we can improve them as well. There we go, that's the end of the battle. And somehow they managed to get damage to one of their torpedo boats. Good job. Alright, so double the victory points of the enemy as well. That's pretty impressive. Okay, January 1891 even. Fight to the end. Okay, let's get a new design of ship. Let's get this new torpedo boat underway. Maximum bulkheads, maximum crew quarters. Don't think we got much more advancements. Can produce the beam. up the draft, so that should make it more resistant to flooding. Less stable, but more resistant to flooding. So operational range, we can reduce that down. Don't need that to be that high. We want it to be about 32 knots, I reckon, is probably my ideal speed. But what can we get away with funnels? Because that's going to be the tricky thing. We need a fair amount of funnels to keep up engine efficiency. We have got the advanced front towers. Okay, let's get the tower set up. See what we can do with guns. So 51s. Get a 51 there. And we need to put the beam out as well. I think to get the guns on the side there. Get them being mounted. Okay, that's making us much smaller as well. Okay. Might struggle with this, in all honesty. Because of the funnels. We might need to wait until we get some better engine efficiency, because we'll only be able to get 63 engine efficiency out of these. Might have to wait, unfortunately, because unfortunately we do need a torpedo launcher on there as well. Enhanced. So we're going nose fused. And just going max at HE, semi-armor piercing. Go for a heavy shell as well. I mean, yeah, it's poor engine efficiency, but they should be relatively good at hunting down. Obviously, I had to just jank the torpedo launcher a little bit. Alright, let's call this the Hunter class. let's call out the Hunter class and see how it goes. So this should just decimate enemy torpedo boats. I think it should be really, really strong in that respect. Don't think I can really move those guns anywhere else, can I? Forward a tiny bit. So we'll have the advanced main tower, so we've got better aiming and things like that. So it should be, it's a very small boat as well, so it should be fairly stable. As I said, just maximum bulkheads, maximum space in the crew quarters, 32 knots. We'll go to 32.2 just to be, you know, just because. All right. Let's build a couple of these. Let's build 5 of them and see how they go. They'll take 6 months to build. Got a few alligators that have come out, they're fine. And we have got the light cruisers almost out as well. Okay, alright, so we've got a convoy raid. The Polar is out again. Crew up to regular now, so her crew have done well for training. The Vorarlberg and the T-13 are out too, against 3 torpedo boats and 3 other armoured cruisers. So this is going to be, so we've got 2 armoured cruisers against 3 armoured cruisers, so this is going to be a big clash of the armoured cruisers. We're going to want to try and take out their trade ships, and we also have a defence against 2 light cruisers and 2 torpedo boats. So that will be next time for Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So I will see you then. Thank you so much for watching, and look forward to seeing you next episode. Bye bye.